Storytelling Ron here. I've got to do this update. So in my my final update before, I said that I didn't know about Roll20. Well, you're putting it online. So I figured it out, and I'll definitely give you instructions on how to do this. And I'll actually give you the map so that and then the instructions on how to set it up in Roll20. It's very simple. And I'm just not familiar with the Roll20 as far as say putting this in a marketplace or whatever. I haven't really done any of that or any of the other ones, but I'll make sure I give you a file that will fit into Roll20 pretty good and, optimize. And the reason I had a revelation last night, a huge revelation. I've used Roll20 now for a few months. I'm still trying to, get used to all this as far as the online and I don't RTFM generally. So, read the freaking manual. So I learn things in a haphazard way, but I realized last night I generally like to use Brave, the Brave what is it called? The Brave browser, the internet browser, and like Mozilla and Chrome and all that. I have Chrome and I have Brave, and I use them both kind of so I can separate out whatever my work and my personal or whatever. But I was using Brave, and it was the worst thing. The dynamic lighting was not workable. If you watch any of my Storm King Thunder, especially the last one, I had to turn it off, and it was a bummer because I set up this entire amazing lighting setup for the Iron Slog and the Fire Giants and Magera, the Dawn Titan, and I put in all the lights. I lit up all of the areas, and it was pretty slow on my computer. But I thought, well, it should be okay. But it was not. I could not do it as a DM. The map was so bad, slow for me. And then I just had a revelation, and no one else seems to be complaining about the dynamic lighting. So why is that? I mean, if it was so bad like it is for me, everyone would be complaining, but no one is. Anyway, so I tried Chrome, and it was like, oh my gosh. Obviously, Roll20 is written for Chrome, optimized in that. And so here is the dude, and so what I just want to show you where I'm at. So this knight here, the Oathmaker is what I call this guy. And I figured out the scaling, and I scaled down the map. But you can see it still looks pretty good. By the way, just the map is still flat colors. I'm still putting in all the flat coloring before I put in the shading. But I scaled down the map so it's not too big, but it still looks great on Roll20. And I gave him. I love doing the night vision to give him that sort of this nice gradation and of colors. So I got a gray dimming for their visual. If it's at night. But anyway, I just want to show you what I've done. And he doesn't have a bright light on. He just has the night vision, which I'm not in this setting, he doesn't have night vision, but I like to use it because of the way I like the lighting. And I'm using it in my Rime and the Frost Maiden series. If you want to know for my, I have it on my YouTube channel. But I'm definitely using. Oh my gosh! But just getting this in Chrome has blown my mind. Ooh! I'm definitely a very slow learner and it's because I'm old and I'm losing brain cells. Anyway, so. And I put in some, obviously probably for the fortress itself, you wouldn't use the block things or whatever, but obviously for the lower dungeon you would. And I don't want to figure that out. I got so much to do, but it's very easy now. I realize now it is, or I'm going to make sure I give you the instructions. But it's very easy to put in say my dungeon map in there, and then quickly do the little polygon lines to block lighting for each little area. And so you can see I can, come past this line. Oh, and there's some goblins there. Let me just turn off the lighting so you can kind of see now. Or just go. So, and it's a little dimmer because I got here, let me just turn off the dynamic lighting at this point. But it works. It works. And I will give you digital maps that are this scale. I'll give you the full res version and then this scale so you could fit it in pretty, so that it's feasible and optimized to fit onto Roll20 or any other virtual thing that you have. And let me just turn off this, just so you can see the just the brightness of the map. So this is and then they're down here. These are the goblins. These are my mob ones. I'll give you these two. I'm going to provide little mob tokens and paper minis as well. You can cut these out and use them as mobs as opposed to just singular. Especially if you want a big scale battle or skirmish, you'll have these. Let me show you another one that's kind of fun. That'll be in the. Where's my goblins? Where's my freaking goblins? Where's my goblins? Oh, they're down here. Okay. This is a fun one. These are little crazy pups. So you'll have these two, and they'll encounter these as a little swarm if they go to, where they're breeding the goblins and stuff. But that's literally like a CR1 swarming kind of creature, And I'm still coloring, obviously, you can see. But anyway, so I just want to show you. But I just wanted. Whew, I'm just so relieved and so. Oh, I turned off the dynamic lighting. So relieved and just so happy about this dynamic lighting thing. That's finally, I can use it now, and I didn't realize it before that it didn't work in Brave. Okay, so that's all I want to do as far as this update. And I'm working on it. I'm getting it all figured out, and pretty, yeah. So that's it. That's this video.